Hey guys, so just to give you an idea what I've been eating lately, what are the staples of my carnivore diet. So definitely big on the ground beef. I usually mix this with some extra strong, extra old cheddar cheese and just, make the patties. I have a little Tupperware thing to make nice clean patties. So yeah, a lot of meat patties that are mixed with cheddar. I do not throw away any of the fat that is in the pan while I'm cooking these patties. I dump it and I keep it over. I do have a little bit of weight to lose, so I tend to go a lot less heavy on the fats. I might just eat the lean meat. There's going to be fat on there. Not necessarily always going to go after the saturated fat and but I mean, when you heat it up here, so then it becomes quite a liquid. That's basically the gelatin, similar to like bone broth when it's kind of put in the fridge. So there must be some good nutrients in there. I do it really simple. I put it, this is like a blade roast or chuck roast or I'm not sure. I should have checked the name, but they're these big things that look like huge steaks. It was only $20 for this whole blade roast. I pop it in the slow cooker up there, and I do that on high for 6 hours or on low for 8 hours. You could probably do it. I could probably even do it a little bit less because, I'd like to have it pink in the center next time, especially if it's slow cooked. I'd like to see a little bit more pink when I cut through it, but it's extremely tender and it's $20. I mean, right now the ribeyes, the T-bones, the good cuts of meat are like hovering around $20 for me still in Canada, and I can get this for $20 and put it in a slow cooker, and it's extremely tender. It just falls off, just rips apart with the spoon. You got that good fat in there that you can keep, and that's just with water. I do put some spices, so for the hard-ass carnivores, forgive me for sinning and using some steak spice. But yeah, I put some steak spice in there. When you heat it up, this is what it looks like. And I just put that in water, had some salt, some pepper. Oops, sorry, it cut out. Yeah, so I just put some steak spice. I put just water in there, guys. So I just put water so it doesn't cover over, just on the edge here. And this will allow it to get nice and kind of dark with a slow cooker. If you just put it with water completely over, looks a little less appetizing to me. Definitely eggs. Sometimes I do buy the cheapo store-bought eggs. But we do have a lot of people around here. I live in a farming community. In the back's a stupid plant agriculture. But yeah, so there's a lot of farms around here. We've managed to find ourselves a farmer that slaughters and sells, big, like either a half cow, whole cow, or I think the smallest that he'll serve is a 1/3 of a cow. Yeah, so this is really what I've been just eating every day. Just the eggs, no limit to the eggs. Just eat as much as you desire. The beef, making primarily the cheddar beef patties, doing slow cooked blade roast, very, very economical for the amount of meat that I got there. It's a fatty meat, so it's not a lean meat. That's the issue. The ribeyes are fatty, but they cost a fortune for me. So, this is just great. I'm really excited with this. And what else? Definitely I go after cheese. So this is the difference between the mass-produced cheddar, if you ever notice it, and it's a little bit more like rubbery. And when you look at it, most of them have modified milk ingredients. Okay, so it's not just made with, you know, boom, pure cream, pure dairy. So this one is more, sorry for my phone is all over the place. This one is locally bought St. Albert cheddar. It's extra old, and it is cheese made with 100% pure milk, no modified milk ingredients in this. I don't understand why this one says, wait, where does it say it? Okay, so usually it says pasteurized. So in Canada, unfortunately, everything's pasteurized. So here it does not say pasteurized milk. However, it doesn't say raw milk either. But they sell a smaller one, same company, and for some reason I'm finding these in their corner stores, but I'm not finding them in the supermarkets. So they're smaller, and when you look in the back, same company, it'll be the same thing, extra old cheddar, and it says raw milk. So I'm assuming and I'm hoping that the local cheese that I'm getting is not pasteurized, it's raw. And, you know, obviously you won't be able to see what the cheese, you know, looks like, but, you know, you can see that, you know, it's almost has crystal, like you won't get that kind of cut in cheap mass-produced rubbery cheese. So it's a very good quality cheese, almost has like a bit of, I wouldn't say crystals, but definitely wonderful cheese. And that's what I eat. I eat a lot of beef, mostly the ground beef, eat the blade roast, pop in steaks once in a while if I can. Here, there, a little bit everywhere. I'm eating pork. Once in a while, I every few weeks, I just go crazy on the seafood. I just get hungry for the seafood. Recently, I got, where is it? Got a couple of bags of these frozen mussels. I do like the mussels though. My wife makes like a tomatoey sauce, so there's where I go keto for that meal instead of carnivore. I mean, think of it there. Keto, carnivore is keto without the side dish, right? You know, the minute that you add some kind of veg on the side, your carnivore diet turns into keto because they're both low carb. Anything else? Yeah. Okay, so sometimes here's like my fishes, you know. So I got escargot over here. I got the sardines here, and it says in olive oil. If possible, guys, go for the spring water, because you never know. There's a lot of research talking about labels. I mean, even just for bottles of olive oil being tainted with canola oil, you know, being diluted. So who knows what you're getting? You're safe if you get your canned fish. I know it's not optimal, but get your canned fish. At least make sure it's in like spring water. I wouldn't trust the oils. I mean, if I knew that it was actually olive oil, I'd say, yeah, no problem. But I'm not sure about that. Yeah, you know, got the cans of tuna fish when you're in a hurry. And this is, you know, this is the pièce de résistance. This is the cod liver. You always hear about cod liver oil, but this is cod liver. And this whole can inside that has the livers, it's just loaded with cod liver oil. So the important, if you're new to my channel, you might not realize, but go check all of the websites, all of my videos on omega-3 and omega-6 and the balancing of these ratios. I think it's one of the most important things. I think that the seed oils that are really overdosing us basically on the omega-6, causing inflammation and oxidation, this is what you really should be adding to your diet. So look down here. I don't know if it's going to be clear. Maybe if I put it down. Sorry for the camera being everywhere. I don't usually do these kind of videos. Omega-3, 9 grams, half a can. So if you eat all the oil and the cod liver, you're going to have an insane amount of omega-3. A couple of these cans, even if you're getting the omega-6, look, omega-6, guys, is essential. It's omega-3 and omega-6 are essential. Our body needs them to a certain extent, but they don't need 10% of our calories coming from seed oils and vegetable oils. I mean, don't forget, this has never been consumed by humanity until industrial refinement processes, the ability to use solvents, heat, pressure to extract these resins from the seeds. This has only been around at the early 1900s about. So, this is extremely new. We've never been able, like, we weren't going around in fields eating all of these soybeans and stuff like that, right? We weren't eating a whole yard, okay? But look at the amount of oil in a bottle. I don't know how much, but that could be a pretty insane amount of omega-6. Sorry, I got distracted. Okay, guys, so that's pretty much what I'm doing. You see the fish up there. For sure, I also, I'll buy a salmon once in a while too. It's not my staples. Like, I'm not scarfing down fish every day. I'm not scarfing down fish every day, but I do get it in there. I kind of all of a sudden just buy tons of fish and I must be craving something in them. All right, that's pretty much it. Gives you an idea of my kind of poor man's carnivore diet. This is really not an expensive diet if you're sticking to ground beef. Go a little out of your way to get, a decent quality cheese. Do what you can afford. If you can't find local, free-range eggs, well, you know what? These are good enough. We eat what we can get our hands on. Okay, the fish up there, the canned fish, probably not ideal. Probably better if it's wild caught. Well, sorry, that's almost an impossibility for me to do this. So I do the best I can, and that's all that you guys could do. But just eating grocery store beef, grocery store eggs, grocery store cheeses, Emily. Starting to do this, even just with the Western grocery food, your health will greatly improve, guys. Okay, like drastically improve. All right, see ya.